Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me to this restorative Yin Yoga class specifically designed for the legs. Today, we're going to target the deep connective tissues, the fascia, the ligaments, and the joints. Before I get started, I would like to ask you to have a bolster or some cushions, a couple of blocks ready, as well as a little blanket for your knees later, as well as for our Shavasana. So whenever you are ready, let's all meet in a nice seated posture for our opening meditation. Find yourself in a nice, comfortable seated position. Bring your palms on your laps. Keep your spine straight. Open up your heart, eyes ahead of you. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. And let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out through our nose. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale deeply through your nose. One more time. And again. Repeat this until you find your natural breath. And when you're ready, find that stillness within you. And let's set our intentions for today. Whatever it is that you want to reach in today's session, whether it's you want to become more balanced, more aware, more present, more flexible, just take your time and set that intention for yourself. So that you won't be distracted towards anything else during your practice today. Gently breathe in and out through your nose. Remember, if you have any thoughts, just let them float away. Don't attach yourself to them. And be grateful because you have shown yourself on the mat today and you decided to practice self-love. Repeat this in your mind. Say, I am grateful because I am on the mat today because I love myself just the way I am. Now gently open up your eyes and let's begin our session. So we're going to start in butterfly today. So bring the soles of your feet together and grab your cushions or your bolster. We're going to be here for 5 minutes. Yeah. So try to find yourself very comfortable. Do not go all the way deep at first. Just go about 70% and then allow the natural weight of your body to do the work. So when you're ready, plant your cushions and gently forward fold. You can use a couple of blocks as well. Remember to gently breathe in and out through your nose. And try to stay still. Try not to move. Feel if there is any tension in your body. Where does it manifest? Where do you feel it? Remember, you shouldn't feel any pain. If you feel any pain, this means you're stretching too much all of a sudden. You need to elevate yourself a little bit higher. Now, gently at your own time, slowly come out of the pose. Move your bolster onto the side. And let's do our windshield wipers as a counter pose. So gently plant your palms behind your back and sway your knees left and right. Slowly allow the weight of your knees to do the work. Don't force it. Right. Now gently, let's move on to our second posture of the day, which is straddle. So open up your legs as wide, but as comfortable as possible, okay? And here you can bring your blocks as you forward fold, yeah, to support your head, or you can use your bolster. Whatever allows you to be comfortable in the pose, because we're going to be here for 5 minutes. So just take your time to get in the pose and allow the weight of your body to do the work. Remember not to go all the way in at first. Because this is not a competition. Here we're not trying to get better than somebody. We're just trying to improve ourselves on a daily basis. If your body feels like it can go a little bit deeper, allow it to do so. Otherwise, don't strain it, don't force yourself. Now gently at your own time, come out of the pose. Remove your blocks, your cushions, and we're gonna do our windshield wipers as a counter pose again. So bring your feet on the ground, plant your palms behind your back, and sway your knees right and left gently. Now gently come to the center. Extend your legs in front of you. We're gonna transition to caterpillar. So bring your feet together, bring your knees together, and we're gonna fold again. Again, this time around, use your bolster or your cushions. We're only gonna be here for 3 minutes. So take your time and gently sink in to the pose. Now gently come out of the pose. Move your bolster to the side. And we're all gonna meet in tabletop. So bring your knees underneath your hips and your palms in alignment with your shoulders. Keep your back straight. And when you're ready, inhale out your back and look up. We're gonna do a few cat cows and then exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Look up. Exhale, cow. Bring your nose to your chest. We're gonna be here for a minute, so take your time. Really stretch the spine. Now gently come back to center. And we're gonna transition to swan, full swan and sleeping swan. And I'll give you a couple of options here because we're gonna be in full swan for 2 minutes. Then we're gonna transition straight away to the sleeping swan for 3 minutes. So we're gonna encapsulate 5 minutes in these two poses, okay? So from tabletop, you're gonna bring your right heel underneath your right hip, yeah? And the right leg, you pull it behind you, you open it up a little bit wider so that you can sink your hip a little bit, all right? We're gonna be here in full swan for 2 minutes. Here you can use your blocks to elevate yourself if you need to. Eyes ahead, yeah? So use whatever height you require. And then after we're gonna be in full swan for 2 minutes, we're gonna transition to sleeping swan. So we're gonna fold. Again, I'll give you a couple of options here. You can either rest on your elbow, use a block to rest your head on as well, or you can go a little bit deeper and you can rest your head again on the block. Or if you can go even deeper, you can extend your hands in front of you and put your forehead on the mat. Okay? So whenever you're ready, let's start in full swan. Eyes ahead. Again, remember you can use a couple of blocks to elevate yourself if you have to. This is a very good stretcher for the hip, for the inner thigh. You might really want to really open up your fingers for more support. I usually use my fists because I have some injuries on my wrists. Remember to find your breath. If you ever find yourself that you run out of breath, remember, take a couple of deep breaths in until you come back to normal. This posture here is really going to enhance our joint mobility. We're going to gain a better posture. So when you're ready now, let's transition to the sleeping swan. So again, remember, rest your head on the block or simply go all the way down. We're going to be here for 3 minutes, so take your time. Find your most comfortable pose. Remember, if you find any tension in your body, try to breathe through it and gently release it. Gently at your own time, slowly come out of the pose. And let's all meet in sitting. Extend your legs in front of you. And we're gonna go for our shoelace pose now. So bend the left leg on the outside of the right leg. Keep the right leg extended. Here again, you can use a bolster to relax your head on. As you go down, we're gonna be here for a couple of minutes. We're actually gonna be here for 3 minutes, so take your time to get in the pose. As well as take your time to come out. Never rush coming out of a pose. Gently at your own time, come out of the pose. Remove your cushions and let's meet. Well, actually, let's do our counter pose. So let's do our windshield wipers. So plant your palms behind your back and gently sway your legs from left to right. Gently allow the weight of your legs to do the work. And after this, we're going to transition to our swan poses on the opposite side. So we did it on the left, now we're going to do it on the right. Try to bring your knees as closer to the ground as possible. Okay, when you're ready, let's all meet in tabletop. And this time around, you're gonna bring the left heel underneath your right heel underneath your left hip. Yeah, you can adjust the leg to a comfortable way with your hand. And the left leg behind your back, pull it a little bit backwards towards the back. Yeah, and then gently release it on the ground. Remember the options here. You can use a couple of blocks if you want to elevate yourself. Yeah, eyes ahead. And in the sleeping swan again, remember, rest your head on a block. So you've got a few options. When you're ready, gently plant your palms, sink your hips, allow the weight of your hips to sink, and eyes ahead. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears, so don't hunch. And you might want to close your eyes so that you don't get distracted with whatever is around you, whatever is happening. Gently breathe in and out through your nose. Here again, if you want, you can use a block underneath your right buttock, underneath your hips. If it's too much pressure. Now gently, let's transition for sleeping swan. So remember your options. You can rest on your foreheads, your forearms, and bring a block underneath your forehead, or go all the way down, whatever is comfortable for you. We're gonna be here for 3 minutes, so really take your time. Now gently at your own time, come out of the pose, remove your blocks, your cushions, and let's all meet in sitting. Extend your legs in front of you. We're gonna go for shoelace on the right side now. So bend your right leg, bring it over the left leg, and keep your left leg extended in front of you. Again here, you can use a couple of cushions or a pillow. We're gonna be here for 3 minutes, so really take your time to sink in. Now gently at your own time, come out of the pose. Move your bolster to the side. Extend your leg in front of you. And we're gonna go for our windshield wiper. So bend your knees, plant your palms behind your back, and gently sway your legs from left to right. All right. Now let's transition to our saddle pose. So let's meet in this kneeling posture. We're gonna open up our legs, our heels away, so that our bum sinks between our legs. If this is too much, you can use a blanket underneath your knees, yeah, to elevate yourself, to relieve some of the pressure that's on your legs. Or you can use a block underneath your bum, yeah, whatever height you require. And then we're gonna gently, I'll give you a couple of options. So you're gonna gently plant your palms behind your back whilst you look up at the ceiling, or go all the way down onto your forearms, onto your knee, elbows, and again look up at the ceiling. Now, only do this if your knees are still touching the ground. If your knees are coming off, just come back up here, okay, into planting your palms behind your back. We're only gonna be here for a couple of minutes, for 3 minutes, so really take your time to get into the pose. Or you can go all the way down and rest your head onto the floor and have your palms by your side. Remember to keep your eyes closed so you don't get distracted, and gently breathe in and out through your nose. This is our only pose that's a little bit more strenuous. But remember to relax into the pose. Gently, at your own time, slowly come out of the pose, push yourself up, remove the blocks, and let's extend our legs in front of us. Bring your feet together, your palms by your side, and let's gently pulsate our body up and down a few times. Then when you're ready, just extend your back. And let's rest here for a couple of seconds before we transition into our next pose, which is the crescent moon or Bananasana. Alright, so whenever you're ready, let's all meet on our backs. Extend your legs. Bring your hands above your head Grab your left wrist with your right hand, lift your shoulders off the ground and push yourself over to the right. And now bring the right leg over to the right as well as the left leg. You can cross your legs only if your butt cheeks are still staying on the floor. Make sure your hips are on the floor. Okay? So we're gonna be here for 3 minutes. Remember, close your eyes and gently breathe in and out through your nose. Feel if there's any tension in your body. Try to release it. Try to breathe through it. If you have any tension in your shoulder, or your legs, it's okay if your left elbow is off the ground. Make sure that your right elbow is on the ground. And if you feel like stretching a little bit more, just go as much as your body allows you to. And as long as it's not painful. Now gently come back to the center of your mat. Bring your palms by your side. And let's hug our knees. Bring your nose to your knees. And now let's gently cross our legs and rotate them from left to right a couple of times. And then the other way around. And then gently, when you're ready, drop your feet onto the ground. And let's transition to Bananasana on the left side. So grab your right wrist this time with your right hand, with the left hand. Lift your shoulders off the ground and over to the left. And then bring the left leg and the right leg so that you can create this crescent moon shape. Remember, gently breathe through your nose. Slowly close your eyes. Now gently at your own time, come back to the center, bring your hands by your side, and hug your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees, hug, 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 hug. Then gently release, cross your legs, and let's rotate them one way and then the other. Before we transition to our last pose of the day, before we go to Shavasana, which is reclined twist, we're going to be in recline for 3 minutes. So when you're ready, uncross your legs, open up your hands in a T shape, bring your knees up and then over and to the right, and try to look straight up at the ceiling or over the left shoulder. You can grab your knee with your opposite hand. And then again, you can close your eyes for the next couple of minutes. Remember to keep your knees on top of each other and the left shoulder on the ground. Gently bring your knees into your chest. Let's hug our knees and then gently cross your legs and rotate them one way and then the other. And when you're ready, open up your hands parallel to the ground again and bring your knees over to the left side. Again, you can look over the right shoulder or straight up at the ceiling. And you can put your left hand resting on top of the right knee. Close your eyes as you gently sink into the pose. Remember to have your right shoulder on the floor, as well as your knees together on top of each other. Gently at your own time, come back to the center. Hug your knees one last time. Bring your nose to your knees. And then gently, let's transition to Shavasana. Extend your legs, bring your palms by your side, palms facing up. Here, remember, if you have any lower back issues, you can use a block to elevate your legs. You can use a cushion for your head, or you can use the blanket to cover yourself, because we're gonna be here for 7 minutes. So really just take your time. Take a deep breath in and out through your nose. Inhale deeply and then exhale. Let it all out. And then one more time. Come on, let's do it together. Inhale and exhale. Now, rest your head, rest your face muscles, rest your temples, rest the back of your head, rest your jaw, feel your eyelids heavy, rest the back of your eyes, feel your whole head resting onto the ground, rest the back of your neck, rest your shoulders, your forearms, your palms, your fingertips. With every exhalation, you feel them grounding and resting. Rest your chest and your belly. Rest your upper back, your midsection. Rest your lower section. Feel your whole body resting. Rest your hips, your thighs, your calves. Rest your ankles and your toes. And now gently just breathe through your nose. As we're gonna be here in silence for the next couple of minutes. Now gently at your own time, come back into the body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel the mat underneath you. Remove the block or cushions or blankets that you have on you. And when you're ready, tilt over to the right so that you push yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated posture. Or you can stand up kneeling like I do. Bring your palms next to your belly button. Your shoulders away from your ears, your back straight. Gently close your eyes. And let's stay here in silence for a couple of minutes. And let's practice some gratefulness. Remember who you are and why you showed up on the mat today. Remember that you love yourself with your whole being because you deserve it. Say, I deserve to love myself because I am worthy. Let's say that one more time. I deserve to love myself because I am worthy of love. And so be grateful because in this day and age, sometimes we can find it really difficult to practice some self-love, to be grateful for the things that we have, for the life that we have. Even though sometimes it feels like we have everything, because of the way our lives are moving up and down so fast, we tend to forget very easily about the basic things that brings us joy, such as the meal, a lovely shelter, maybe family and friends, a business. Be grateful for all things that surround you and bring you joy and peace and happiness. And with the intention that you've carried today throughout your session, try to embody that in your day-to-day life. Be more present, be more compassionate, because if you deserve it, so everyone else does it. And let's reflect that inner love outside in our daily life. Now let's bring our palms together and rub your palms together, create a little friction, create some loving energy. And when you're ready, run your palms across your face gently and across your body, across your hands, your shoulders, your legs. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this session and may you have a blessed day. Namaste. And remember to drink plenty and plenty of water after this. Take your time, don't gulp it, but drink enough water so that you can hydrate your body. Have a great day.